Well, initial bit deflated after the game. It's a huge build-up obviously to the first game, the European Championships, and huge excitement in the country and the supporters over in Poland as well. So it was a big disappointment from everyone, and everyone felt a bit flat, of course. But it's important that we put that to one side now and move on to the Spanish game and look forward to that now. Yeah, of course. It's even a neutral in the crowd would have said how amazing the Irish fans were. They were absolutely unbelievable, and even at the end, you'd think we nearly won the game. The reception they gave the players, and we obviously felt we let them down a bit, that we didn't get a result, and we were gutted about that, of course. But in football, you've got a chance of putting it right, and obviously we play the world champions next, which is going to be a hugely tough game. But I'm sure the fans will be coming in their thousands again to come and support the lads, and hopefully we'll give them a great game to cheer. Hopefully, it's as you say, the Italians played really well, and tactically were fantastic, and I think that the midfielders just sit in the front of the back four as well, and they denied them space. The Spanish team are so fantastic with their passing and their short passing and their movement and stuff, and as you say, if you can keep it nice and narrow, keep it nice and tight in the middle, then they've got to go wide, and hopefully we can deal with crosses and stuff, because the Spanish aren't the biggest team, I don't think, in the European Championships. But if you give them time and space, they'll cause any team big problems. Hopefully, a lot of the players would have played that night who will play against Spain, and we take belief from that game in Paris, of course, and how we played, and it was kind of a bit of just kind of went for it, and I suppose the Spanish game will be something similar to that, because we know we need to get a result, because if we don't, then we're going to be going home early. So we'll take confidence from that game. But of course, it's a couple of years ago now. We've got to look to what happens on Thursday, and it's a mountain, not a mountain, but it's a massive task playing against the world champions and European champions. As I say, they've got some great players, and we know how tough the game's going to be. I think even a few months ago England played them at Wembley, and they beat them 1-0, and they were very solid at the back and denied them space, as you said, in the middle as well, and I think sneaked the goal from set play. So they are beatable, and there has teams that beat them before. I know not many, but you look at that performance that England put in that night, and if we'd done something similar, then we could get a historic result. I think so, yeah. We've proved that down through the years, even before I started playing. Some of the huge results we've had in history gone by, that when backs against the wall, sometimes we really come out fighting, and we need to do that, of course, on Thursday night. If we don't, then we're going to struggle, of course. I don't know what the manager's plans are at the minute. He hasn't even told us, so we'll probably know more tomorrow, and match day as well. We'll find out a bit more, and that's why he gets paid. He gets paid to make the decisions, and we respect what decision he's going to make. If he's going to stick to the same team, or as you say, freshen a few players up, then it's down to him. But we know we've got 23 players here, who are all raring to play and willing to play, and desperate to get on the pitch. So whatever 11 players he picks, then they'll be ready to go come Thursday. I think it is. I think you need that in football and in any sport, really. You do get your setbacks and you get your knocks, but you've got to pick yourself up again, dust yourself down, and go to the next game and the next challenge, and it's a big challenge, of course. And we've got a lot of experience in the team and in the squad now, and that experience will be vital to bounce back from a disappointing result against Croatia, to bounce back against the world champions. It doesn't come any bigger than that, so we're looking forward to it. Well, he's our captain, he's our leader, and he's our top goal scorer by a long shot, and he's been a fantastic servant to the country, and without him and without some of his hugely important goals down through the years, then we probably wouldn't be sitting here either. It's a testament to himself how well he's done for his country, and hopefully he'll play a few more years as well, and we need him to bang in the goals. I mean, the amount of goals he scored for Ireland, we are a small nation, but he's up there with some of the great players in the world who've scored over 50 goals for the country, and it's a fantastic record. Yeah, and we're looking back at that game, we probably should have won in the night. We had the better chances, and people probably watching this now thinking Spain were kind of hanging on at the end to go to penalties in a sense, but you know, they've come on a lot since then, of course, and they've won the World Cup and the European Cup, you know, so they've proved a lot of people wrong since then. But you know, if anything, we maybe take some positives from that game as well.
Okay.
Okay. It's a wrap.